Welcome to the far western side of Nepal. Me and my friend did this trek in the monsoon of 2024. We went to Api Base Camp in Darchula, the untouched beauty in Himalaya. Triveni Patan and Badimalika in Bajura with unreal landscapes. And the deep blue magical Rara Lake in Mugu. The trip was about the view of mesmerizing mountains, green creamy patons, and the peaceful lake. Not only this, the trip was also about 90 hours of ride, 3 days of landslides, and a lot of walking. I've done few treks earlier and I've captured more pictures than videos. Looking back, I've realized that videos are more fun and real to watch. So for this trip, we'll try to take more videos as possible. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the trip. We started our day at around 2 p.m. from Chitwan with a bus to Attariya in Mahendranagar. We knew the bus journey was going to be long, but we were excited to experience and see how the trip unfolds. We kept up with the bus ride with our conversations, window view, and few snack times. It was late evening when we reached Butwal. We had our food and went to few rounds of sleep throughout the night. We woke up to the wide windows with the views of flatlands of Kailali and were an hour away from Attariya. It had poured heavily last night. We finally reached Attariya at around 7 am, took a rickshaw to the bus station and first booked a bus to Gokuleshwor-Darchula. We filled ourselves with some food and were again ready for another long bus ride. After traveling through the highway of the dirty districts with few stops now and then, we reached Dhauliodar-Api. Through the narrow roads of Dhauliodar, we continued our journey. Crossing Doti, Dhauliodar-Api, Bajang, we finally reached Gokuleshwor. We took a jeep from there and moved towards Makarigad. With the tough ride through the extreme off-road, we reached Makarigad at around 9 p.m. and stayed there for the night. As it was the last stop for vehicles at Makarigad, we started to walk from there at around 7 a.m. in the morning. It was a clear day and the trail was less steepy at the beginning. We passed through a beautiful village along the trail. As we passed the bridge, the trail started to get interesting. The trail was pretty narrow and steepy at the same time. After 2 hours of climb, we reached beautiful Gusa village and continued our walk to Naali. After having lunch and some rest at Naali, we continued our walk. The views were getting interesting and out of nowhere it started raining. The weather cleared up even more after the rain. After almost 2 hours of walk from Siddhi village, we reached Khaykot, where we had our dinner and stayed for the night. The weather was kinda gloomy and we left Khaykot at around 7 a.m. As we moved up, we saw many people getting down from the base camp after collecting yarsa. trail was mostly through the jungle with the river alongside. After almost 2.5 hours of walk, we reached Simar, had our lunch with some rest. As we walked, the view was getting dramatic with the fog moving around us. Within few hours of walk, we reached Dhauliodar and enjoyed some bonfire. We ended our day with a beautiful sunset at Dhauliodar. With the bright rays of sun, we were excited to see the trails and the base camp itself. We hiked up to see the sheep and the goats grazing in the hills along the trails. So a brother coming down from the camp showed us fresh yarsa he picked up. As this was the season for picking yarsa, we saw the temporary tents of the locals standing on the hills. We actually saw how hard it was to search for the yarsa. And finally, after the last stretch, we reached Api Base Camp. It was raining slightly and the mountains were nearly invisible. We played some carom, had our lunch and waited for the weather to clear up. The rain stopped with view slightly clearing up and we started our hike to Kalidunga Tal. With the horses and the huge green flatlands, the view was pretty awesome. 5 hours from Api, we reached Kalidunga Tal. The view for a while and got down as it started getting foggy and also it started raining. We woke up to the foggy view of Api, which eventually cleared up, blessing us with a beautiful view of Api. We explored the place for quite a time and were amazed to see this beautiful and unreal view around us. We left the base camp at around 10 a.m. We kept on looking back to the base camp and the mountains until they finally disappeared from our view. And with a handshake, we finally bid farewell to this place. We kept on walking through the meadows and the bridges. After a few hours of walk, we finally reached City Village. From Naali, we walked the same trail back to reach to Makarigad. We got on the jeep after reaching Makarigad that took us to Latinath. After reaching Latinath, we booked a bus to the Syaule Bajar, which was our entry point for another destination.
I took this simple life too hard. I knew that it was true. I built myself a little boat and sailed the ocean blue.
We were pretty tired, but the views kept us entertained.
Of your fate, your only master's you. Don't ever let yourself regret.
The bus dropped us at Syaule Bajar and we had our dinner there.
Go and see the northern lights.
Here are some pictures from our trip so far.
Timbuktu, but
All in all, Api was the perfect destination to travel to.
time catches up with you.